I just spent the last 200 hours 100%ing Mario Kart World, and let me be the first to tell you, this is not your typical Mario Kart game, and that's coming from somebody who started with the Wii. World is packed with tons of things to do and places to explore, but that doesn't come without some challenges along the way. My first hour consisted of crashing into rails and walls when I meant to do tricks off of them instead. Everyone in my Twitch chat thought that I'd never played a Mario game in my life. The gameplay is a learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, it's such a good time. The first thing I did in the game was try out Grand Prix mode. It not only showcased fun new tracks and some returning ones to race on, but also introduced a significant spike in difficulty. Nintendo got rid of 200cc, but made the CPU players race against you like their lives were on the line, almost as if you were going against a real player. I can't begin to explain how many times I'd get to the end of a cup and be passed in the last 3 seconds on the final lap. If you've ever had that happen to you, then you know the pain. The tracks themselves were great though. My favorite was DK Spaceport, since the layout is based on the original Donkey Kong game. Not to mention the gigantic metal DK throwing barrels at you. Some tracks even have Easter eggs from other games. For example, when you use a bounce pad on DK Spaceport, it has the same sound effect as the original game when you jump over a barrel as Mario. There's more secrets in other tracks, but I wanted to save some surprises for everyone else. With Bowser's Castle, I expected something different. It seemed more like Bowser's Volcano to me. There was a lot of lava, but not as much castle. And don't get me started on Rainbow Road. The entire time I wondered how the player was supposed to reach a location that wasn't even on the map, but the way the game presented it was astounding. All 5 parts of the track itself were breathtaking, and shows why it's one of the most famous tracks in the series. Now for Knockout Tour. You race across the entire map, which takes about 10 minutes for each rally. There's multiple segments or checkpoints along the way, where if you're not within the top percentage, you'll be eliminated. This new mode was fun, but just as I said for Grand Prix, it was extremely difficult to play against CPUs. If you're going for 100%, you'd need to place first at each segment of the race. Imagine spending 10 minutes racing and you get passed at the last second. Brutal. These computer players will seriously do everything in their power to make sure you don't cross that finish line before they do. Some other modes also brought back were time trials, battle mode, which only consists of balloon battle or coin runners, and we also got versus race mode. What's so neat about versus is that you can choose between open or connected. Open lets you either play one track for all 3 laps, or go from the start of a track to the other and mainly race along the road. Connected forces you to choose which track you go to if it's within the range of where you're currently at for an uninterrupted transition. When you're playing multiplayer with friends or people online, everybody's able to vote on which track they'd like to race on next, so the entire system is pretty effortless and easy to use, which makes for a great time. There is one more mode, but I'll save the best for last. Something else Mario Kart World has a lot of is characters and vehicles. With vehicles, you unlock a new cart or bike every 100 coins. Character-wise, you unlock them naturally throughout Grand Prix, but some of them have alternate outfits that you get from eating a boost food item found during races. Characters unlocked with the Kamek item don't receive any alternate outfits when eating boost food, but, like normal characters, whatever they eat will act as a mushroom and give a longer boost based on portion size. The one thing that I have against unlocking characters in this game has to do with the Kamek item itself, which can't be used anywhere other than races that involve CPUs or other players. The item is extremely rare, and you have to be within range in front of the person who uses it. Only then will you unlock the playable character. It's definitely a headache because, let's say you're missing one character, You could race 50 times and still not get the one you're looking for. The item might not even be used due to its rarity, or it could turn you into something random which isn't what you wanted. Basically, to unlock every character, half of it is RNG based, which gets old very fast. But hey, at least the music's good. This game has so many remixes you wouldn't believe it. They have songs from the mainline Mario games like Super Mario Galaxy, and even a few from spin-off games too, like Luigi's Mansion. Now, probably the best part of this entire game is free roam. This mode allows you to go anywhere your heart desires and see parts of the track you wouldn't normally see without being under the pressure of getting first place in a race. It's a fantastic place to practice tricks that you would use in a real race, like rewinding time if you were to miss a jump, or to avoid a blue shell. Obviously, you can't rewind time while playing online, but I was more so talking about the single player campaign. The map is huge and takes around 10 minutes to drive from one side to the other. You can go off-roading, travel far out into the ocean, or maybe just go to Yoshi's restaurant for a bite to eat. Along the way, there's collectibles and missions to be done. 394 P-Switch challenges, 150 question mark panels, and 200 Peach medallions can be found throughout the map. Each of them gives you stickers which you can use to customize your vehicle. What I don't love about this is it doesn't show the completed collectibles anywhere on the map, other than the question mark panels. If you're a completionist, it's virtually impossible to remember what you've found and what you haven't. Maybe that'll get updated in the future, but I had to watch almost 14 hours of footage showing where each collectible was in order to avoid missing anything. Nintendo gave us so much content that things will randomly happen during free mode that you wouldn't expect. For example, the forecast might call for coins, or if you get really lucky, item boxes might randomly fall from the sky. Sometimes you'll come across a gang of bikers that you have to chase after and take down, or somebody as simple as Nabbit that when you catch him, he'll drop coins. There's cars on the open road with barrel cannons to blast out of. You can drive semi-trucks, submarines, helicopters, or even a UFO. Down to the smallest details like being able to wave to NPCs driving around in their own cars. A whole photo mode exists too, so you can snap pictures during your journey. I've done all there is to do in Mario Kart World. I have the stickers you can only unlock via total coins collected, distance driven or glided, tricks you've performed, and number of races completed. Yet, I still see myself playing countless hours more just to explore every inch of the map. Or maybe find some key differences and hidden secrets with the other version of Free Roam's map. Oh, I've said too much. I'm aware that many people had something to say about the $80 price tag. However, I believe with the sheer amount of content found in Mario Kart World, it's completely justified after doing absolutely everything the game had to offer. In the future, I'd love if they had another booster course pass. I could see an entirely different map where you could travel across an ocean to get to it. There could still be collectibles and everything that makes free roam so great, but more new and returning tracks. We just got Coconut Mall back. It needs to move over to this game. All of that is with due time. But let me know. Have you played Mario Kart World? What do you think about it? Comment all of your thoughts and opinions below, and I'll see ya in the next video. And of course, a shout out to our solar superstars on Patreon, Ali, Hi I Am Alive, and Poyo. You guys are awesome.